Hey Sagittarius, how are we this week? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're going to be obviously looking at the month of June, so sort of covering the whole sort of month there, but I will also be drawing a few cards specifically in regard to health and healing, as well as love, of course. I do just want to let everyone know, if you can leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for that free personal reading. We're going to be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe so you can keep updated as well. But today we are using the 7th Seal Lenormand deck. I do have here the Healing Light Lenormand as well for when we do sort of move over to the health and healing. I've got the Island Time Wellness Oracle with me there for love as well, but we also will be starting with the Shapeshifters Oracle today, Sagittarius. So we'll sort of get straight on into it and see what wants to come out for you guys for the month of June. Okay, so Sagittarius for June. Sagittarius, June, please. Not wanting to shuffle too much today, Saggy. Sagittarius, June, please. Okay. Wow, some interesting energy coming out for you today, Sagittarius. We do firstly have the Dragonfly Mermaid there. So she says, you have attracted wonderful news. Okay, I'm quite interested to see what that news might be for you there, Sagittarius. So hopefully we can see what that's all about. And then we also have the Black Cat. Okay, so that one says lost magic, atonement, and rebalance. Okay, so there may be the need to, I feel as though this is just on a spiritual level for you this month, Sagittarius, rebalancing yourself, balancing out those positive and negative thoughts within yourself, those positive and negative energies that may have sort of happened in the past, taking on board the positive as well as, the negative with things that may have happened and caused us pain in the past, and also atonement. So there may be the need to, forgive somebody from the past, or quite possibly yourself, Sagittarius. Make some sort of atonement with yourself and forgive yourself for things that may have happened in the past. I do feel that that's got to do with the past there, but you have attracted some wonderful news. So let's see if we can find out a little bit more about that. So Sagittarius for the month of June, please. What's going on for Sagittarius in June, please? There's that wonderful news coming straight on out. What's going on for Sagittarius in the month of June, please? Sagittarius, month of June. Okay, and just one more to clarify that last card, please. Okay, all right. So we are definitely seeing some interesting energy coming through that's explaining those oracle cards a little bit there too. So first off, that wonderful news we've got on the way, that kind of flew on out. It's the fish energy, all right? So that is the financial card, the abundance card. Talks about, quite a lot of good news on the way when it comes to finances and wealth, okay? So I feel as though that wonderful news actually, it's going to have to do with your finances, all right? But from what I'm seeing next, it is going to be disguised a little bit. It may not seem as good news as what it actually is, all right? So, but I do feel as though we're talking about some sort of financial news coming through for you there, because straight away the next card we do have is the Rider. Okay, so that specifically talks about good news on the way. So you definitely have two, the Oracle and now this, both saying good news is on the way. So this is right at the start of the reading too. So I feel like it's probably the start of the month there. But when we do see that Rider coming out, what I'm actually seeing next is a little bit more challenging. Okay, so this, like I said, this news may be wrapped up. It may actually be really good news, but it may be wrapped up in a deceptive package. All right, because next we do have the snake energy coming out, and with the snake there can be a little bit of deception. Okay, so and also though I do feel that there's that sense of desire and ambition coming through with that as well. So this good news is maybe around something financial that you do really desire, but there may be, just making sure with the snake. I really just want to say, it may be wrapped up in a package that doesn't quite show you the full extent of how good this could actually be for you, because next we do have the Mountain. Okay, so that sort of shows us that we're probably going to have to put in a bit of hard work to get the full, ambition and desire coming out of this snake. There might be a little bit of hard work we need to put in to get the full opportunity out of this. All right, so for some of you, this is definitely good news wrapped up in a deceptive package. All right, and for some of you, what I'm actually feeling is it might be the other way round. It might seem like wonderful news, but there's a few little deceptive elements to it where you're not sort of straight away realizing how much hard work is actually involved in actually receiving this good news. Okay, so just take that in mind, when you do get any good news head your way, or any news in general, that if it seems like it's bad news, look for that, why it's being deceiving and looking bad news when it's actually, probably super good opportunities for you. But if it does look like it's super good news, just be aware to make sure you're checking the fine print and looking for the deeper sort of hard work that you might need to put in. There may be some sort of obstacle or delay or small challenges in order to fully bring that out of itself there. So just be wary there with that one, Sagittarius. But all in all, it's good news. We're getting double confirmation that it's good news. So that's quite positive news at the end of the day there. All right, now what we're seeing next here, I do have the Fox energy. Okay, so this, I feel it could be linked up with that news. It could be coming to you in a package that's like that salesman type of vibe, where you go to the car yard and you really just need to make sure that they don't sell you a lemon. All right, so it's really making sure we're checking everything and making sure we're not getting tricked into putting in more work than's necessary when it comes to this good news. All right, so the Fox is being, it's being quite clever, thinking things through quite logically. So I definitely am feeling that might be the hard work, that might be the challenge, to really remind yourself to think this through logically and actually work out, what's best for you, what's going to serve you the best with this news, and really sort of, like I keep sort of saying, really looking under the surface of what challenges or whatnot, hard work might be involved with this as well. All right, but then we're actually seeing here the Child and the Stork. Okay, so we've got the Child there, and then we have the Stork. Now, the thing I do kind of need to mention when I do see these two cards coming out together is, for some of you, this could actually talk about a potential pregnancy. All right, so just be aware of that. But I am feeling that, for majority of you, that's not the case. We're actually just looking at something in its infancy, something that, stirring up new energy in your life. So So once we sort of get through this small challenge, once we get this good news, it's actually really going to stir up some new energy and give us the opportunity to grow and really look at the world with that childlike sense of wonder and amazement. Okay, so both of these sort of really do talk about the birth of new things in their infancy stages. All right, so we definitely are seeing some new energy coming through, probably towards the end of the month there, the mid-month, end of the month, I'm feeling with that. We're really stirring up that new energy, all right? So something that's it could be something that's in its infancy is actually starting to get stirred up and changed in a slightly new way. So it may be something that you have already sort of started, it has already come into your life, and it's just sort of getting stirred up and some new energy injected into that as well. All right, but then we do have the whip card, which was actually followed by the flowers card here. Okay, so I feel like this is the message that's come through from this oracle card. Okay, so when we're seeing issues of atonement and rebalancing ourselves, I feel like this is what this is talking about, all right? Because the whip actually, like sometimes it can talk about drama, tension, troubles, but I'm actually feeling that this is talking about, something you've been beating yourself up over, okay, and finding that atonement, that forgiveness for yourself, giving to yourself. Not receiving these negative energies, but receiving the positive energies, all right? Because the flowers is all about giving and receiving and reward and pleasure, all right? So I do feel as though this is actually telling us that need for atonement, that need to forgive ourselves, to stop beating ourselves up. I feel like that's what that message is for majority of you. Now, the interesting thing for some of you, I am getting here, Sagittarius, that for some of you, what we're actually looking at here is, the whip sometimes can be talking about physical element, that sexual physical element, when it comes to, the imagery of whips, so to speak, and giving to that pleasure element. Okay, so for some of you, this could just be talking about some interesting behaviors happening at the end of the month with, in regard to, whips and giving some pleasure there. So that's, just a side note for a couple of you there, okay? But that's that lost magic. Like I said, it's all connected to that oracle card there. So we did see lost magic and rebalancing. So if this is something that you need to balance out a little bit, that punishment sexual dynamic, if you need to sort of give to that and find some pleasure and reward in that this month, that it's definitely coming through in your cards today. All right, but we'll have a look at the health and healing aspects for you. So Sagittarius, and health and healing for the month of June, please. Health and healing for Sagittarius. I just got the same message as what we just saw with those last two cards. So I don't know that that's got much to do with health, so to speak. I feel like that's got to do with, your self-healing, your atonement within yourself, and your rebalancing. So I do feel that for a lot of you, we're looking at rebalancing your sexual side with the rest of you as well. Okay, so if you've been going through anything with that, we are looking at some healing coming in that area. We do have the masculine energy, that love energy, and the whip energy once again. Okay, so that masculine energy is kind of non-emotional and very domineering and whatnot as well. So this may be you giving this punishment, Sagittarius, but it's all in love and, fun and games and love. I feel there, so that's that same message with the physical connection going through that there. But I will just mention that for some of you, if you do identify as a more masculine, you know, I don't really genderize the cards here, but if you are a more masculine within you know, yourself, I would sort of suggest to you that there may actually be some tension around your actual physical heart. All right, so maybe needing to just get that checked up. If you have noticed any issues, any tension or trouble going on with your heart, just make sure we're getting that looked into this month as well. All right. So like I said, though, that's, you know, majority of you, that's going to be that sexual energy message coming through, needing to sort of rebalance our sexual energy as well this month by the looks of that. All right. So we'll look more specifically at love and see what's coming through for love for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius and love for June, please. Okay, and Sagittarius, love for June. Sagittarius, love for June, please. Lovely messages. I do, on the bottom of that deck, have the abundance card has come through once again. So same message that we saw initially with that abundance for you this month. So it looks like abundance with love energy as well. So looking quite positive when it comes to love for you this month. Overall, we are sort of seeing that house energy and the clover energy. So the clover is talking about, you know, good luck in love, being able to take some risks. You know, so, you know, take some risks, try some new things in the bedroom if that's your, you know, because we have seen that come out twice now. So take a bit of a risk if that's not something you've, you know, delved into before and you are wanting to. Now's the month to take that risk. But overall, we are seeing just, you know, security and stability, staying quite grounded within ourselves with love. This month, it seems like, you know, no news is good news when it comes to that sort of a thing. I feel there, but you know, overall, good luck, good energy coming through. We do also have the healthy choices card coming through, so making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. So just making sure we are making the healthy choices for our relationships in love this month as well. We also have the love call card coming through. So someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So we have some lovely love energy coming through this month for you. Quite a lot of abundance and good news headed your way this month, Sagittarius. So I really hope you guys will check back in as the month progresses and let me know how that's playing out for you there. I would super appreciate hearing all about it. But if this is where we leave each other, Sagittarius, thank you so much for your time today.